Call in, connect. To speak to Randi, call 561-270-3844. 561-270-3844.
Well, believe it or not, Tennessee should be just starting a special session of the legislature called by their Republican governor, Bill Lee, maybe for gun legislation. Nah.
Common sense gun safety regulations that are going to lead to positive outcomes for our state.
That's what White Station High School student Irashama and others gathering in downtown Memphis Saturday say they hope is accomplished during the Tennessee General Assembly special session starting Monday.
We are not okay with things continuing the way that they are. It's the not so special session, as I see it, because the proclamations that we've seen do not address the root causes as it relates to gun violence.
Governor Bill Lee's special session call laid out 18 topics of discussion, including juvenile justice, law enforcement's access to information for those who are under mental health treatment, and the controversial extreme risk mental health order of protection, or what's known as a red flag law. It's this topic students like Sharma are urging lawmakers to implement some version of, allowing law enforcement to temporarily remove firearms from those who are a threat to themselves or others.
People in our state are experiencing very real mental health crises, and unfortunately, in those situations, oftentimes we end up with acts of gun violence. The extreme risk protection order, in my opinion, is one of the most important one of our demands because it allows for people who are in severe crisis to really make sure they don't harm themselves or other people.
I mean, these are kids.
Why are the high schoolers in our country constantly making more sense and sounding more intelligent than the representatives elected to protect them and make laws for them? This is insane.
But it isn't because we robbed them of their childhood. That's why. Because we've traumatized them and robbed them of their innocence. We've taken that away from them with these live fire drills and putting them through, an inordinate amount of, candle lighting and dead people, memorials all over their town. This is all in response to the Covenant school shooting, which, 3 kids were killed and 3 staff members were killed. And Justin Pearson and Justin Jones, you remember them, and Carolyn Johnson, they all were demanding some common sense red flag laws, gun, background check, something, anything. And they were literally removed on a vote from their supermajority Congress, their supermajority state legislature, removed, had to be appointed by their city council back to their jobs, and then run again in a special election. Both of them prevailed, and they didn't remove Carolyn because she's white. What a sick and twisted situation they put these high schoolers in. And, when you do stuff like that to kids, their innocence is gone. And they have to be the adults in the room. And that's why they sound like adults in the room, because they are. They're no longer, carefree little kids. They're no longer, minors. They're no longer, kids preparing for, SATs or LSATs or not LSATs. That's law school. But you know what I mean? They're not even, allowed to finish their high school years, having a regular, kid's life. No. It's like, middle school on out, even now elementary school too, Uvalde, those kids, their childhood's gone. It's just gone. There's no innocence for them to hang on to. Their entire lives have been corrupted by, gory scenes of traumatizing mass flesh sprayed all over the freaking walls. Oh, too graphic? Oh, sorry. Maybe you should be an elementary school kid. And then, they could tell you, no, she's not being too graphic. But there is a special session of the Tennessee legislature today. And, a lot of the people in Tennessee are holding out a small glimmer of hope that the supermajority, see, and here's the thing, the supermajority legislature doesn't even have to please their governor, their Republican governor, Bill Lee. You know why? Because they have the votes to override any of his vetoes. Yeah, so they don't even give it... I almost said it, but they don't even give a damn about what Bill Lee wants. They don't need to give Bill Lee what he wants because they have a veto-proof majority. And if he doesn't like anything that they pass and he vetoes it, oh, too bad for you. We'll override your veto. We're in charge now. Sit over there. Sit over there, you big Republican fool. You big Republican mess. So maybe Bill Lee is doing this because Bill Lee wants to increase the penalty for juveniles. I don't know. Maybe they understand that their juveniles have grown up overnight because of the amount of gore they've been exposed to, the amount of dead bodies, the amount of blood, the amount of guts, the amount of memorials that they've had to attend, the amount of live shooter drills has ruined them. And maybe he now wants to put them behind bars earlier or have more strict juvenile justice law. Hey, you're laughing. You never know with these people. You just never do. I will tell you the numbers from Tennessee, what most Tennesseans support. Background checks, 88% for. Safe storage, 82% for requirements that you safely store your guns at home. Red flag laws, 70% for. And I'm telling you, I don't think that that's even going to come up for a vote in his legislature. I really do believe that the supermajority is having this special session, and they're very resentful that it's August and that Bill Lee had the authority to call a special session, but that's all he has the authority to do anymore in his state because they have a supermajority. And I get this sick feeling that they are going to use the the requirement that they be present and in session in the dead of August, okay, in Tennessee to say that juveniles can be tried as adults. I swear to God. And they're going to say, that's how we're going to fight crime. That's how we're going to do it. Because they're tone deaf and they don't give a damn. They like their donor money. They have enough numbers to violate any wish of any Tennessean or any hope that the governor might hold out that he could make his state safe for children. And I think the only reason why Bill Lee called the special session, which is the only authority he still retains as a Republican governor in Tennessee with a supermajority legislature made up of maggots, I think the only reason why he called the special session is because he was shocked at the amount of support that Justin Pearson and Justin Jones received. I think he was shocked at the amount of parents that are saying we want background checks in Tennessee. I think he's shocked at the amount of Tennesseans who say we want safe storage requirements for all of us who have guns at home. And I don't think he understood that they were going to keep coming and coming and coming and coming and saying over and over again, do something besides your empty thoughts and prayers thing. Do something. So he said, all right, I want to look like a good guy. I'll call a special session. But I want y'all to know that's as far as I can take it because y'all picked a supermajority and they don't have to do jack crap of what I want them to do. And that's really where they are now with these gerrymandered districts in a lot of our states. They just don't, they don't have to care what you think, and they don't have to care what the governor thinks. They don't have to care what Republicans think. They only have to care what the donors think because they're making money, and that's it. And they'll never go against the gun lobby because the gun lobby is, they got private planes, they got large checks, they got breakfast, lunch, dinner, drinks, cocktails, parties. They got the best fireworks displays. Why would we give that up? For the children? Are you kidding me? You really bought that?
Clear for takeoff. Randi Rhodes. Randi Rhodes. RandiRhodes.com.
Don't have time to listen to the live show? Want to hear more on your schedule? Go to RandiRhodes.com and buy a stinking podcast.